This is verse 50, the 12th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. We are concluding the conversation Jesus had with the religious leaders, who of course had been accusing him of being in league with the devil. And then Matthew appears to interrupt the narrative by introducing the appearance of his family, his mother and brothers, who are showing up, and we know that they wanted to see him, and from other sources know that they actually wanted to take him into their care, alleging that he was actually beside himself. We don't know whether that was sincerely motivated by their actual attitudes, or if it was just a pretense to try to get through to Jesus. But one way or another, the information is communicated to Jesus, and he asked this provocative question, well, who really is my mother and my brothers? This is not a comment, of course, on what the state of the heart was of his actual mother and actual brothers. That is left, at least in this version of the story, completely unaddressed. Elsewhere, we at least have some implication that maybe they didn't have a clear-cut understanding of his identity, and certainly on other occasions we hear that his brothers at least did not believe in him yet. We know that Mary certainly should have had sufficient insight to know better, but one way or another it's ambiguous as to what their particular outlook was. But the point Jesus drives at here has to do with the real basis of a family relationship, you might say, in the kingdom. He says hostis. This is a pronoun, indefinite relative pronoun, masculine, singular, nominative, who or whoever. It's accentuated with the particle on, which is contracted from aeon, if. Taken together, these two will usually mean something like whoever. Used with the subjunctive, this on is typically going to produce a subjunctive verb as we have it here, postpositive gar, for whoever. Poiese from poieo, I make or I do. Third person singular, aorist active subjunctive, whoever does. To, this is the accusative, the direct object. Thelema, the will, neuter noun. The will to patros, the will of the father, possessive pronoun mu. First person genitive singular, so whoever does the will of the Father of me. In apposition to it, to, again, the Father of me, the en urinos one, the in heaven one. Whoever does the will of my true Father turns out to be my true siblings, you might say. The true Father of Jesus in heaven creates a true family, and it's out of that family that derives the family connection that authorizes us to call God our Father and Christ our brother. And Jesus is driving home that that's the far more important, as it were, family connection. So of that person, autos being used here in the nominative, the intensive use, he himself, that one in particular. Mu, possessive pronoun in front to give it emphasis. He himself, my adelphos, my brother. Kai adelphe, my sister. Kai mater, my mother. Estin, is, it is, or he is, or she is. Third person singular, present active indicative of a me. So Jesus now, of course, asserting the true family relationship, that a true family relationship is created not by biology but by theology, one might say, and that it is the one who loves God, who does his will, of course, regards God through Christ as Father, is the one who truly enjoys that family connection.